Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods Creating, and there's a lot to do today. Now let's immediately jump off where we left off, on this little bit of an island over here, where I want to terraform it and make it into a massive seed farm. And actually, to celebrate my 2,000 subscribers, I want to make 2,000 seeds to plant here. And it's not going to be that hard because there's plenty of seeds to farm here, and I intend to farm at least one of every single one of these different seeds from mystical agriculture, and maybe later we can put in all of these from Croptopia and regular seeds and some of these hemp seeds and stuff like that, because I do want to make something. Yep, there it is. I want to make coffee as a food. Because if you know me in real life, you'll know I love coffee. But as all the things that I want to do here, there's of course some barriers that I need to actually jump over. Now the first barrier was create stuff, because I want to be farming with a bunch of create machinery. I automated some mechanical harvesters and chutes and stuff like that. So in order to make myself a lot of machinery so I can run this quite easily. Basically, the setup that I want to make is using mechanical harvesters, water wheels, the bearings, which I still need to ask for my system to do, and then just keep them on a loop, just farming and farming and farming. And of course, another problem arises. Now, I've been hooking up this area with some phytogenic insulators to try and get me some resources that I need, some for decoration, some not, like this one. But I do intend to move all of these seeds out of here and into the farmland. Those including all of these ones like kelp, cactus, bamboo, and all those things. But there's one of these that's very, very important to me right now, and that is the acacia wood. I do use a little bit of oak wood here and there, but the main thing that I use for most of my crafts is acacia. Because for a while I had a bunch of acacia, so in all my auto crafts I used acacia. Just because I had it. So I actually had to move it from a botany pot into this, because I had like 60, now I have 700, so we're going up, that's good. But we need a lot more. So I also need to hook up a tree farm that works decently fast. Try and get me a bunch of wood, or just keep it here in a phytogenic insulator, because that might be a really good solution as well. Now I did realize that I can make better versions of these flux linkage amplifiers, so I might just want to do that as well later. Oh boy, I sure do love when I ask my system to do things and I come to this area and it's just filled with life. All the machines working and doing stuff. It was crazy when I asked to make all of these machineries over here. Now, of course, before I just start doing anything, there's actually something we need to go over. And that is, what's the best way to farm things? Now, of course, if you want to farm something, you make a farmland, you put the seeds. Well, there you go. That's pretty much self-explanatory, right? And boom, I made an achievement as well, and we're farming, right? But that's not the best way to farm. Now, of course, as you saw, there is the phytogenic insulator. I cannot break this for the life of me. Okay, bro. I don't know why I can't break you. There you go. I guess that works, right? But yeah. We can make that, but we're not gonna make that because I went ahead and made myself some fertilizers. I want specifically the red fertilizers. And the red fertilizer is pretty good because it speeds up the growth, but there's also something that helps speed up the growth, and those are lily pads of fertility. Now, maybe I can ask for more. I don't really have rib bones. I need to AFK a little bit more in my farm, but it's okay. We can ask for like 10 more. There we go. And our system's gonna make a few of these. So I don't have a lot of these. We need more rib bones. So I'm gonna try and be sparing with them. But the cool thing about these guys is that they actually stack. So you can put them together and they will stack. And that's pretty good. So basically my idea is to come up with a small area for different types of seeds. So for example, we have this, and then let's just say we put, I'm just gonna do it like this actually. I imagine you have a 4x4 area, just like so, and then it goes all the way to there. Perfect. And then we put 4 more of these. Put 5. That's okay. And then of course this is the center, so we got nothing. And it's just gonna rotate around. And my idea is to put a lily pad here, a lily pad here, another lily pad here, and another lily pad here, and maybe some close to the center. So the area has like 8 or 12 lily pads per spot. So let's try and get a setup going. So here it is. This is going to be the first mock-up that I'm going to try out. Of course, I do still need to put the fertilizer in all the lands. Basically, I do have 8 lily pads here. Like, I don't know if you can quite see all the sparkles. There's one there, one here, one here, one here, one here. Yeah, there. They're like in the corners and in the center areas. Try and get all this area fertilized to the maximum. If I put that on there, this is now completely filled up. Now, what I'm gonna put here, I'm gonna try and bring all my different types of seeds and just start spamming them here. Of course, I do need to put that guy dropping seeds somewhere. I do need to stop it actually. Put a chest on it, which I completely forgot. But that's okay. Gotta fix that. Just put a chest here, put it on loading, and then we also need to bring our AE2 system here. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm not making these guys by hand. No, we have create, remember? So all I gotta do is put the supplies I need in this chest, and then I just realized when I have 14, ooh, I'm not gonna have enough. Well, we found a problem, and now I have a solution. Basically, I went into this, the simulation chambers from hostile neural networks. Now, this little guy is a pretty cool machine that allows you to basically simulate mob kills, I guess you can call it that. And if you're successful, you'll get a drop from the mob. If you're unsuccessful, you'll get a random... I mean, it's not technically random, it's this. Get a generalized drop. Let's call them drops for now. Basically, this guy you can turn with some extra things into arrows, iron, rotten flesh, prismarine, gunpowder, bones, like some stuff from overworld mobs. Basically, you can even turn them into nether versions, which allow you to get nether mob drops, basically. And you can also turn them into end versions, so you get some end drops. But this is if it fails the matrix. And basically, I'll get into how you make this data model in a second. It needs prediction matrix, which you basically just craft yourself, like this. And that's where my system comes in, because I have an export bus with only exporting prediction matrices, and I have it with a crafting card, which means if it needs this matrix, it will craft it to then input it into the simulation chamber. And then I'm also outputting into a loot fabricator the actual skeleton prediction right here. It also works with skeleton druid apparently, but yeah, I'm also doing this, which is when it successfully does the predictions. You get the skeleton one, which you can turn into several items, as you can see here. And in this case, I'm going for the rib bones, because the rib bones is we need for the fertile essences, which we need to then make more lily pads, because that's what I'm needing right now. Yeah, and basically we have the data model. You can take a look here. In order to make these data modules, go into the hostile networks. Basically, you get one of these. One model framework, and you just right click any entity. You can see a bunch of entities here that you can right click, and then you have to kill the entity a minimum of 6 times to turn the model from a faulty model into a basic model. As soon as it turns into a basic model, you can then put it into the simulation chamber and we'll just start pumping out. You can see it is on number 183, and it has a 42% chance of actually succeeding. This goes up and up and up and up until the latest tier, which I don't know which one it is. And the higher the tier, basically the best chance it will have. I believe this actually goes up to 100% chance. I'm not sure, but I believe it does. And you can put things like, you can put a Hydra here. You can put the Lich Kings. You can put like basically all the mobs from the Twilight, which is pretty cool. You know, what if you put the Hydra one, you can get a Hydra prediction, which you can turn in from Hydra chops, which are amazing as a food source. You can get Hydra trophies just because, or you can get Fiery Blood, which can then turn into the Fiery Armor and stuff like that. But the best one out of all of these is the Pig Lich data model. Now, I haven't found a single Pig Lich. I believe that's someone that's like, it's a mob that I want to find, because the Pig Lich prediction gives you Pig Lich hearts, which you can use on the spawners from the apotheosis to give you extra spawn counts, and of course you can use them to make these pretty good alloys. You can also use mana infusions for this as well. You don't need to use the energizing. You can use the same on the Terra Steel plate and stuff like that. But yeah, you can make these alloys using these guys, which is really, really cool, in order to get like this alloy shovel and stuff like that, or this Aluminium alloy axe, which looks pretty cool. That's one of the guys that we definitely need to get our hands on. Okay, so I feel we can continue with this now, and basically what I've been doing is just putting this schematic cannon to work. And you want to see a magic trick? Look at this. It's just gonna go insane. It's literally just gonna go insane. So I'm gonna take advantage of that. And try... Oh, I can't put water in just yet. Gotta wait for him to finish. Now, you may notice... Are you finished? Oh, wait. Okay, there you go. Now it's finished. Now, you may notice something really interesting is that all of these guys are actually already fertilized. Now, that is kind of a bug, I'm pretty sure, because I do not, and I repeat, I did not make fertilizer, or at least not enough fertilizer, for that matter, to actually be enough to be, like, for all the sand that I just used. Like, I did not make any. I think I have 4, actually. I have 4, but I didn't use any. So if you're using this, it will really give you infinite fertilized farmland. And at least the terrain is now set up. But I do not yet have the 2000 seeds, which is going to be a little bit of an issue because they require a lot of crafting. But I guess in the meantime, we already are farming some right here. So let me just go ahead and put it over here, because I was farming wheat here as well. But I do need to like put these plots like a lot better, because they're just random. Like that one is like 16 different types of seeds or something like that. But I want to have like one for uranium, one for glowstone, one for redstone, netherite, diamonds. Like I have 30 plots here, which is roughly 2000 planting spots. So yeah, there's a lot of seeds together. So I completely forgot that I needed an extra row of actual farming stuff. But then I came to, well, a realization. And that was, for some reason, the schematic cannon was not putting everything in place. Now, firstly, I thought the only thing that was not being actually placed was sometimes the water wheel and the mechanical bearing that's underneath. So I went ahead and I placed it in basically all of them. So as you can see, all of them are rotating, all of them are actually working. Now, most of them do not have seeds yet, as you guys can see. This one has coffee, but you might notice a little bit of a change between this one, that has coffee seeds, and that one that has inferium seeds. Now, it's pretty much noticeable the rate at which that one is growing and this one is growing, right? Basically, what's going on here is that none of these, so all of these, I believe 24 plots, they do not have the lily pads. And that's arguably the most painful thing for me to place down, is all of the lily pads underneath, which is only 8 to be fair, but it's 8 times 24, so that's a lot of them. I do have them, I think. I mean, I do have a lot of them. Probably not enough as of yet, but I can make them really easily. But all of these ones have the lily pads in place, because I actually have to put them in this one, this one, this one, and this one. They already have it. They were only missing like a few of them, so I put them in place. This one is not moving anything. Oh boy. Oh boy, look at this. This is a mess here that luckily I think I just saved myself, because this one is, yeah, this one is working. I completely forgot to put a chest here. Well, I'm just gonna put it all back into the chest. We dodged a bullet here. But basically, I have this one for wheat. I have this one for single seeds I might want to have. This one like air seeds, fire seeds, earth, nature, all the animals I'm going to put here. And it right now has compressed iron, netherite, emerald, and platinum. Because these guys are really, really expensive to get. So I'm only going to have like one of them, of the tier 5s, and if I really need to, I can make more later. Here I have a plot with a bunch of dye seeds, a bunch of nether quartz, a bunch of surges quartz, and a bunch of redstone. So I got all of those at stock. I got this one that's just half glowstone, half uranium, and these two are full inferium seeds, and that one is just coffee at the moment. So there's a lot more to place down, as you guys can see. Luckily, most of the seeds that I possibly could want from here, I can pretty much just get it from the market, this little thingy, for emeralds. So I got infinite emeralds, basically, so I can just trade for it and get all the seeds that I really need. It's only a matter of deciding what do I want to plant here. And of course, there's still some of the plants and stuff like that, they're not here at the moment, like cactus, bamboo, kelp, and melons and pumpkins and all those things, because they require like not this type of build. So I'm only going to be placing seeds here. So as you guys can see, our drawer wall here is getting along pretty nicely, and even the carp farms over here, I guess this map shows it better. Yep, you can see that we have most of them filled up with some sort of seed. These last ones were kind of complicated. I kind of just put some random seeds in there, but they're still gonna be useful, because even though we can't really use them for food or anything else, we can still use them as compost from mine colonies. Make composted dirt, or I believe compost we can use as a fertilizer, right? Yeah, we can use it as a fertilizer. If we give to this guy, we can help them a lot by just using these sort of things. So we can still use them at a composter or a regular composter as well. So they're gonna be useful some way or another, hopefully, if not just for energy. So let me go and try and make a quick rundown. So we had coffee here, we got onions, we got cabbages, we got rice, we got corn, we got hemp, we got fluffy plants, we got flax, we got tomatoes, we got carrots, we got potatoes, that rhymes, we got beetroots, we got hops, we got bell peppers, we got green beans, we got spinach, we got cucumbers, and we got tea. Now, the last 6 plots, I was thinking, I could put any other like random seed in there, like I could, I really could just slap any type of seed really easily, and I'll be done. I'll be done with the day. But that's not what I want to do. I kind of want to save these last 6 plots for any of the mystical agriculture seeds that we may need like a bunch of. And I'm gonna leave these 6 plots for you guys to tell me what I should place in here actually. So you should tell me 6 different seeds that you want me to put in here. Each plot holds 66 seeds. And I just saw a red spot. No, I kind of spot these every now and then. But yeah, remember 66 seeds, 6 different types of planters. Go ahead and let me down below in the comments know which ones you think I'm gonna need a bunch of. You want to know something crazy? I did not plan this, but there's exactly 6 slots open in there, so that's exactly the 6 farms that we're still gonna be making. But now I think I need to do a lot more decoration and a lot more preparation for the next episode right here in this factory. And while I let you guys decide what will be the last 6 farms, I think I'm just gonna have to end the video here for today. Those guys were quite a little bit of a headache to put down, and don't tell anybody, but some of them are not aligned and I'm not gonna rebuild them, so they're just gonna stay as they are. And I'm not gonna show you so I don't trigger any of you, but yes, they're not all perfectly aligned, and I know that, and that bugs me, but I'm not gonna change it. So with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, and as always, see ya in the next one. Bye. Welcome back to another episode of All the Mods Creating, and there's a lot to do today.